I wish that some things weren't quite so loud. And yes, I missed it, but I'll catch you later, sir. Okay, again, I don't have whatever is needed to get through this door, but just bust in. What does this say? Warning, I've sealed several mimics inside. 2 casualties, so maybe as many as 8 mimics. Is that something bad happening? I guess I'll go in here. That wasn't it. No. Alright, so we got a good bunch of stuff from that. Also, is there anything inside?
Hello, Dr. Kelstrom? I wanted to follow up on my request to view one of the volunteer application contracts.
Anna, you're supposed to be off today.
I had some free time, so I thought...
I've already told you, the VACs are sealed documents. My hands are tied.
But isn't there some allowance for the researchers? I mean, my God, I'm the one pushing the button.
Look, I understand. I really do. You wouldn't be human if this was easy.
I just want to be sure.
Believe me, everything we've done is perfectly legal.
That's because Talos 1 is in extra-national space. There are no laws.
Anna,
Technically.
you're tired. It's affecting your judgment. Now, I've tolerated it for a while, but enough is enough. You need to take some time. Understood?
Yes, Dr. Kelstrom. I understand.
Good. Oh, look, you've made me late for a meeting with Alex.
Oh, a thing.
Not too late to flush it all out in airlock, you know.
I'm sure. Are you having second thoughts?
No way. I'm in. It's just... I'm not the one incriminating myself.
There's no happy ending for me either way. I'm trying not to think about it.
Ah!
Sorry.
Did you make arrangements?
Mental support. It's gonna bring me full.
I don't need to know the details. Better that way.
Which one is the thing? No, actually it's not safe. I need to glue them somewhere.
It has to have on your next rotation. I put everything in a package labeled Mementos. The package is in my cabin. It's got to go to every media outlet imaginable.
Got it.
And Quentin, be careful. Security is already scrutinizing me more than usual.
Oh, that's also bad. The fire. No, they killed me. Alright, wrench, not the best idea.
I've already told you, the VACs are sealed documents. My hands are tied.
But isn't there some allowance for the researchers? I mean, my God, I'm the one pushing the button.
Look, I understand. I really do. It wouldn't be human if this was easy.
I just want to...
Believe me, everything we've done is perfectly legal.
Just because Talos 1 is in extranational space, there are no laws.
Anna, you're tired. It's affecting your judgment. Now, I've tolerated it for a while, but enough is enough. You need to take some time. Understood?
Yes, Dr. Kellstrom. I understand.
Good.
So wait, has it
Oh, look,
lost
you may be
sight
late
of
for a
me?
meeting with
That?
Alex.
No, it knows where I am, I guess. Like, if I don't open the door, I could, like, shoot it one bullet at a time with my normal gun. Right? Oh, they found me. I could, but I have to leave that way anyway. Where's the other one? Let me catch him. Ah. Catch them both with this. Wherever it is. I think that only got one of them, though. Alright, let's continue picking up things. Parapsychological meta-analysis. 2000 Gansfeld trials. Sensory deprivation to test for telepathy. Something spooky is going on, according to science. I see. Oh, that's right. It looked like there were two of them because they split in half sometimes. Forgot about that. What else was I gonna do? Oh, computer. No password found for her. I guess we'll hack it. Remember your mission. The volunteers TranStar sends us are irredeemable, sociopaths sentenced to die for their crimes. We are neither judge nor jury. We only enable their already ordained destruction to the benefit of all humanity. Read the file on 13 if you need assurance. It's unlocked in the extraction lab. I'm an idiot. Managed to lock my morgue keycard in the morgue. Don't report me, or I'll hack you. I'll do it. Oh, this is just this room again. Here is the med bay where I can get medicalized. Yes.
Requesting new operator. TranStar,
Are you here for an appointment?
490 medical class operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture.
Diagnosing bruising, abrasions, fatigue. Nothing life-threatening. Please hold still.
What's up there? What was the path to get down again? I guess I could just fall down.
Hello.
Oh, there you are.
Scanning. Neuroimaging shows your mental resources are
Everything happening on Talos 1 started here.
concentrate.
You were so driven in the
Should I
beginning.
change position?
My mistake was agreeing to put you at the center of the tests. That's when you began to drift away from me. We're close to understanding what they're after. What they're building. Just need a little more time.
And so what is this exactly?
Scan complete. All
A weaver.
specimens required.
Ah, the things that weave. Alright, I could get through there with a little glue. I should turn around, go back into the labs, and fabricate. Recycle and fabricate. Like my life depends on it.
Nothing here.
Don't mind using up some bullets on my way. For this one guy. Ooh, a bunch of glue. I've been on the other side of the blue fire. I've been in here. Those windows are broken. You jump through when you're on the other side of the blue fire. Now, where is the... It's somewhere around here. Through that window? Oh, here is the... over here is the recycler. Trash can right next to the recycle bin. A little backwards, if you ask me. Alright, extra glue gun can get recycled. That's it. Did I go through here? Like, danger, high voltage. Oh. Oh, it powers off everything, of course. The recycling, it's a way of rewarding you for going and, you know, picking up everything and doing everything. Oh my gosh, I can make neuromods. Infinite licenses. Well, I mean, this is the rainy day that I've been saving for, right? Surely. I do need a couple of glue canisters, though. I have 80. I'm gonna want, like, a little more. You were correct. Also gonna want a bunch of bullets, pretty please. Bullets? Whoops. Alright, I got 99 bullets. Let's make a little more. Okay, and now neuromods. Got enough for a total of 8, it looks like. "99 Problems" is a song. A bullet is the opposite of a problem. If you have one problem and one bullet, they cancel each other out. Alright, let us spendify. Oh, wait, somebody's calling me.
I was afraid this might happen. Our lead neuromod engineer, Alden Graves, hit a kill switch in the license for neuromod plans. Shame. He was a solid engineer. I think he was suspicious of the more exotic components. You'll need to use this workstation to reset the license. His office is in the neuromod division.
Ha! Okay, so the number that I fabricated was exactly the number you're actually allowed to do.
Too late to flush it all out in airlock, you know.
I'm sure. Are you having second thoughts?
No way. I'm in. It's just I'm not the one incriminating myself.
There's no happy ending for me either way. I'm trying not to think about it.
Sorry.
Oh, we already started.
Did you make arrangements?
Mitchell's on board. He's gonna bring me food.
I don't need to know the details. Better that way. It has to happen on your next rotation. I put everything in a package labeled Mementos. The package is in my cabin. It's got to go to every media outlet imaginable.
Got it.
And Quentin, be careful. Security is already scrutinizing me more than usual.
Alright, so I already did did that. I probably also, what is this new thing under telepathy? Create a shield for 20. Oh, that prevents the next enemy attack from damaging you. Okay, not not as useful as I thought. 2 enemy attacks, 3 enemy attacks. Phantom Genesis. Create a phantom that will fight for you. Oh. But I mean, there's a limited number of human corpses around the ship, aren't there? So there's our pet spec. All right, so we have 12 to spend. Oh, this is locked anyway. Plus, like they said, if I spend too many neuromods on the mimic technology, then friendly turrets will start to target me, which seems kind of bad. Ah, Okay, so with this, I would be able to go around and like now that I know that I'm going to be getting exotic material, which I need for neuromods, I might as well start picking up the more valuable organs. So yes, looting, yes. I've never been well fed. It doesn't matter. Effectiveness of medkits seems important. I'll take that. Psy-hypos, I don't really use that much yet. This will let me further upgrade. Do I think I'm going to find more weapons? But so, like, should I just upgrade the dang pistol? I suppose I should. Or I should really go. Oh, yeah, here we go. I wrench things so much. That's what we're doing. We'll see. Forget about you and your silly little guns. Instead, I will just wrench things. Oh, you're right. I have shotgun shells. I have not found a shotgun yet. All right. So this is not an. Oh, wait. There's a free heal upstairs. Oh, plus, are there any dead guys? Dead guys? Dead guy. I'm not gonna go scour the entire world for mimic corpses, but I will go to the room upstairs where I just killed like 8 of them. That was around here, right? Oh, that turret is still fine. Have I not been back here then? May explain how mimics arrived here and how at least one survived in the vacuum inside the Kletka for so long. They can move to an adjacent dimension bubble where time passes much more slowly, shifting back with the appropriate stimulus, e.g. prey, aka Predator 5. From the mimic's perspective, a 6 million year journey to our solar system in the form of an iron meteor might take only a few seconds. These things are not technically spiders, so the last sentence is scientifically incorrect. I saw it fall, and should have known that things do not fall. Unless they are mimics. Let me quick save, just in case I somehow die on my way to the healing guy. So whoever this number 37, all of these numbered people are like prisoners, death row prisoners who were sent here to be experimented on. Further instability. Subject demonstrated morbid curiosity in small objects around him, attempting to place them in his mouth and consume them. Initial diagnosis would seem to be rapid onset pica, but there was no evidence of this prior to exposure to the telepath. We're not ruling out suicide attempts, although the suspect isn't making an effort to hide it. Still under suicide. Hasn't been given any sedatives to keep his system clean. No food either. Only water. He doesn't do much except rock back and forth. Staring at the same point on the wall, mumbling to himself in Russian. Can't make out what he's saying. He's made no attempt to hurt himself from what you've seen. Doesn't seem suicidal. Seems disoriented, like he's sleep drunk. Alright. in there. I can grab this? Yes.
In light of what we now know the Typhon are capable of, and not capable of, it seems prudent to revisit the Project Cobalt material.
Igor, neuromods can already adapt Typhon material to the human mind. There's no reason in principle the reverse wouldn't work.
Say you managed to insert human neurons into a Typhon. How will you know it was successful?
The new neural structures would need to mature over a series of actual experiences.
Or simulated ones.
What?
Simulate the experiences. Calvino. He has...
Right, okay, look, it's fascinating, but let's focus on what we know is working. I don't want anyone devoting resources to this.
How do I get into this room? From above? From below? It doesn't look like it's asking for a key card. Oh well.
Hello. Nice
Medical.
to see you. Diagnosing. Looks like you've had a rough day. Try to relax. Hold on. Don't forget to complete a patient questionnaire. Your feedback will be invaluable.
Can I? Can't get like underneath the desk or anything.
Proximity sensor
Or
reset.
over. Between the... Oh, not here.
Scanning target. No alien material detected.
This room with the notes? I don't follow you. I don't get it. Good hit. No, I'm trying to... I was... Okay, I think you were maybe answering a question that I forgot that I asked. I was trying to figure out how to get into this room.
Scanning target. No alien material detected.
Oh, you guys. Is it to wrench the fan? No. Was there... Did this computer have a thing that said open that door? No. Is it because of the fire, I wonder? Could I blow up the door? Alright, so what was my plan? Now that I have full health until the next time an enemy sees me? What is my actual plan? Stop wandering. Access the guts, somehow. Those are crew quarters and neuromod division, which is not where I am. So I'm not going to worry about those yet.
Hello,
Right, this was... Once again, this was where I came in. This was a place that I didn't go yet. Material Extraction Armory, right? I did not go this way. I guess we'll branch up. Whoops.
Scanning. Neuroimaging shows your mental resources are depleted. This should help. You should feel more alert.
No, I don't know that I mind so much if people spoil in this game. I mean... Serious? Material extraction.
Hey! Hey, over here! What, you need guns? Ammo? I saw one of them science types go into that armory. Saw him punching the code. You get me out of here. I'll let you have it. My name's Aaron. Aaron Ingram.
Research complete.
Most of the other fellows were Russian. I speak a little, but as you can tell, I ain't from there. As you might have guessed,
Name redacted. Do-ba-do-do-do-do-do. Human trafficking, kidnapping, solicitation of a minor, distribution of controlled substances, fraudulent impersonation. Who hasn't fraudulently impersonated? I mean, not me, because I didn't take the mimic ability yet, but he seems like an alright guy.
hey, what are you reading? My rap sheet, huh?
I know, like, there's...
I'm telling you, on my mom's
like,
grave, that is a stack of lies meant to make pushing that button easier on you. Okay, fine, listen. I want to be honest. Some of it probably is true. I done some wrong in my days, but this ain't right, now. Come on, y'all got to let me out of here. I never did anything to those kids. I was just getting them out of a bad spot, that's all. Now, the real criminals, they didn't like how I was chipping away at their pile of rubles. They got their claws sunk deep in the government. Got me shipped off to the gulag. That's how I ended up here, see? Come on now, goddammit, let me out!
So he's gonna give me the... Oh, I could hack it if I had hacking 3.
I don't mean to be a nuisance, but when do you think we'll get to that breach?
I'm headed out there as we speak.
What do you think happened?
Hard to say until I lay eyes on it. Could be some micrometeoroids punched a hole. Rare, but it happens.
Okay, good. Hopefully it's just that.
Is there something you're not telling me?
No, of course not. It's just that storage room has classified exotic materials. We really can't have it be inaccessible.
I understand.
A lot of stuff jumping around in there. Local lockdown in effect. So I mean, if I open the door, it's not like he is gonna get to go anywhere. He's dead pretty much regardless.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Some human decency, friend.
Boom, bicka boom, bicka boom, bicka boom, bicka boom, bicka boom, boom.
You're the one person that showed me any real kindness, and you can believe I won't forget it. If you still want that code, it's 8714.
I did. I scanned him. He turned up human. He's gonna seal me in here. No, he's following me.
Ooh, lots of good stuff in here. Maybe there's a spare pistol.
I have a shotgun.
I'm sure he wasn't a good man, but you freed him anyway. I'm curious.
Well,
if it
you're a
was
computer. You don't get to
compassion, or
decide.
Was there some other motive? I can only act in ways that advance my directive. The Typhon can only kill and destroy, but you're human. You have a choice.
Alright, so let's consider immediately putting... Oh, I got 2 shotguns? Well, one of them doesn't matter. And yeah, that was what I was about to say, is let me immediately upgrade this as much as I possibly can. Firepower. And then recoil. Ammo. Okay. I still don't have that many shells, but, you know. Oh, it actually says on the side. It says on the back for the other guns. I wonder if he walks in there because I'm allowed to, like, lock him in or something. No, actually, he could just push the button and let himself out. What's going on now? I guess maybe I just have to leave. Would I have been able to get in the other... Oh, this is where I would have been able to see in there to see, like, all of the nice things that there are to pick up. I see. Alright. Let's go this way to the morgue. That's fake. It's not fake. which... Should I also... No, I won't worry about it.
I was afraid of this. The scientists here were in the middle of something when they died. Access to the gut is closed off during experiments. Security protocol. You'll have to finish what they started. Back in the 60s and 70s,
were they working
the
on a
first
puzzle?
research teams tried to communicate with the Typhon, but this proved impossible. Their cerebral structures are highly developed and intentional, but somehow unapproachable. They have no speech of their own, no language. They don't seem to even see us. Not like we see ourselves, I mean. I'm generalizing when I say us. Of course, I'm not a person. Not like you.
Live exam procedure in progress. Local lockdown in effect until procedure terminates.
Lab procedure, Phantom Genesis. Please ensure there is a cadaver in the enclosure and activate psychoscopes and then open the container. Activate psychoscopes before initiating experimental procedures. Okay.
Hello.
Oh wait, and I can go up? Down? I can go down. There is a,
Coming through.
Hypo-Psi fabrication plan? Science operator heals your Psi meter, which is like your magic points. Do I have a bunch of suit repairs now? Because it seems silly to use them to only get back up to... well, I guess. If it's to get to 50%, I guess that's reasonable. So I can activate my own psychoscope and then push this button, that button, this button.
Warning, examination theater compromised.
More specimens required.
Warning, examination theater compromised.
That seems bad.
Warning, examination theater compromised. Warning, examination theater compromised.
Trying to project human features onto things they don't understand. The Typhon kill us without hesitation. But it's not because they're evil. It's because they can't do otherwise. You know what we discovered? They lack mirror neurons. All their wonderful abilities, there's one thing we can do that they can't.
Learn?
Empathize with the suffering of another living creature.
It's awfully specific.
Inspecting. Your suit suffered some wear and tear. I'll fix that. Job done.
Oh my god, my new best friend. Can I put you in my inventory and never release you? A suit fixer. Alright, wait, this is progress, so I should go back. Because I did not go into the morgue yet. I did waste my repair kits, but I'm happy nonetheless for this wonderful discovery. Don't you hurt that engineering operator, or is the engineering operator a mimic? Could be.
Operator approach. Scan complete. More specimens required.
Wait, where is it? Did it get away? I'm an idiot. Science operator lets itself... The science operator lets itself into the morgue by the half hour on the dot every day. Shadow it and slip in. Remember how funny I found Alvin Broyles movies up until I had that second combinatorics neuromod installed? Now they can't even elicit a slight chuckle. I'm not imagining this, am I? I did enjoy them, right? Haley isn't happy about it. Ever since, she scrutinized my every move. How much hot sauce I use, where to put my shoes before bed. Shit, even my handwriting. You'd say you're still the same person you were before your mods went in, philosophically speaking, wouldn't you, Ship of Theseus? I knew that was one. I picked it up anyway. Why would there be a beaker just sitting on the ground?
I'm right here.
I know, thank you. I appreciate that.
Moving.
Alright, that's how I came down here. This is... Am I supposed to look inside of these? There's nothing in there. What? It says specimen contained within, but it isn't. Oh, I can scan this guy too. What's it say on the door?
Complete.
It says Rushby, Sicabliat. No, it says whatever that says. And he said, oh, my key card... But wait, so didn't... Does it say caution? I thought it said wardrobe. Just like Phoenix Wright. No, what was the thing that we just found out mere moments ago? The I'm an idiot guy was saying, I managed to lock my morgue key card in the morgue. And he said, the science operator lets itself in every half hour. So just wait for it to go in. That's how you solve that puzzle. Or, was it wasn't hackable, right? No. How do I see what time it is? Down there it says 12:54 p.m. It's 12:55. Oh wait, it said on the half hour. So I think that that's not every half hour, it's every hour on the half hour. So I would need to stick around for 35 in-game minutes. But that's impressive. I didn't realize that you could read bits of Russian. I can't read it at all. And I'm 99% sure that Sicabliat is not pronounced Sicabliat. The thing that Counter-Strike people say. Oh yeah, that might actually be like real time or something. All right, let us make progress.
Dr. Yu.
Oh, did it die from 2 hits?
Dr. Yu.
Do not block. Hagritic pack needs re-sneak. Okay, Kletkin containment. This is where Typhon Geniocratus, Typhon Dysmorphia. We have not heard of these. Oh, this way to the guts.
Eradicator auto turrets. TranStar's last-ditch defense against an outbreak. Flimsy. But they're easy to fabricate. Best part is the built-in psychoscope tech. They can discriminate between alien and human targets. Shouldn't be a problem for you, since you're not an alien.
So, Suka. Alright. So I don't want to make progress just yet, because my inventory is very full. Yeah, see? That's brought me back here. Oh, back here, back here. Alright, so it's some unfortunate backtracking, but it will let me heal up to full again, which is nice.
Dr. Yu.
As well as... Wait, where was the healing guy? What was that?
Hello, Dr. Yu.
Vital signs critical.
Oh wait, was that an electric guy? I don't know what that was. Turn that off for the time being. Was I hit by a guy, or was it just... It was just being too close to the lightning. Unfortunate. I don't think I can safely glue it from this side. I gotta go around. No, that's the good one. That's the bad one. This is an extra pistol. It is. I don't have any other junk, but I do have random food. That's anti-rad. I don't need to recycle that. Head over here and spend some on something. Shotgun shells? Yeah. No, the DRM thing happened. After you generate a certain amount of them, it was like, oh, it's supposed to be limited licenses, but somebody who was like anti-stuff put in a hack that prevented you from making too many. So I need to go to his office in order to lift that lock. Does it say on my map where the little operator man is? Is he over there? That's the director's office. To my... Oh, that's where I just was. Here. Yeah. Where was... Not the morgue, that's where I'm headed for real. Not over there, that's where the prisoner was. All this just for a free heal, but it is free. Okay, it must have been upstairs, because there's nothing downstairs. Right? Yeah.
Hello, nice to see you.
Nice to hear you. Heal me.
Diagnosing. Good evening. You can fill out a service questionnaire at the front desk.
Ow.
Inspecting. Your suit suffered some wear and tear. I'll fix that. Ready and complete.
Alright, time for another spacewalk. And this one probably, if I were gonna guess, this one is not going to be as calm as the last one.
You should feel more alert.
We did one spacewalk where it was just all tension and no actual doing anything. Not that way.